Hello dear students, you are welcome in Adarsh online classes. This video is the third part in the series of active and passive voice. Today in this video we are going to discuss all about present simple tense. Hopefully you all have seen our previous video. Please check the video if you haven't or need a revision. So in our previous video we read how to convert any simple active voice sentence into passive sentence. In that video, we cleared all doubt related to our all 8 tenses. Now, in this video, we are going to talk only about present simple tense. Okay, and in our previous video, we learned that in the process of converting active to passive, we take help of 5 easy steps. With the help of 5 easy steps, we can convert any active voice sentence into passive voice. So let us see them one by one. First step, identify subject, verb and object. So in the process of converting active to passive, first step is to identify subject, verb and object. Now question is that how could we identify subject, verb and object? So subject is doer. Person who is doing something or performing the activity is a subject. In short, you can say doer. Verb is a action, while object on what a action is performing. So that is a object. Now second step, swap subject and object. We put there in second step we put our subject in the place of our object and object in the place of our subject according to our second step. Now in third step we convert main verb to verb's third form. In passive voice we use only past participle, so we convert main verb to verb's third form. Fourth step, add preposition by before a subject. Fifth step, add helping verb before main verb. To clear doubts related to our fifth step of helping verb, we are going to discuss in this video. So let's check the helping verb of present simple. In active, it is verb's first form or s or es. If subject is singular, then our main verb comes with s or es, or if subject is plural, then our main verb comes as verb's first form. Okay, and passive. Helping verb in passive is ismr plus verb's third form. Now let's see an example. So here we are starting our process of discussing about how to change active voice to passive voice. Now let's see the example. Ravi drives the car. Now this is our first example. Let's go to our all 5 steps. First is of identifying subject, verb and object. Second, swap. Third, verb's third form. Fourth, put by, and fifth, add helping verb. Now according to first step of identifying subject, verb and object, here our subject is Ravi because Ravi is performing the activity of driving on the car. So Ravi is our doer and Ravi is our subject. Now second is object. On what our activity is performing? Here our activity of driving is performing on the car. So the car is our object. Last, verb. Verb is our action and here our action is of driving. So drives is a verb. Now let's go to second step. Before going it, let us remember our structure. In our first video, we have discussed about its structure. So please check the video. The structure of passive voice is object plus helping verb plus main verb, which is verb's third form, plus by plus a subject. Now here, let's go to our second step. Here, we put the car, which is our object, in the place of our subject, and our subject Ravi in the place of our object. Okay. Now, third step, convert main verb to verbs, third form. Here, our form is drives and its third form is driven. So, we put here verbs third form driven, which is past participle. Now, fourth, add preposition by. So, we put by before our subject, which is Ravi. Now, fifth step, add helping verb. Before going to this step, let us revise our helping verb, which is verbs first form s or es in active voice. Okay, and in passive it is ismar. Okay, now as you can see here in this active sentence, Ravi drives. Drives is here verbs first form plus s. Now if you noticed, our subject Ravi is singular here, that's why our main verb is with s, so it's drives. So here we're going to put verbs third form with is. Now here we put is because the car is singular, so we use here singular helping verb, which is. Now finally our sentence is ready. It is, the car is driven by Ravi. Now let's go to second sentence. It is, he washes clothes every day. Now let's go for it. Let us identify subject, object and a verb. Here our subject is he, because he is a doer. He is performing the activity of washing clothes. Now, second is object. On what our action is performing. Here, our action of washing is performing on clothes. So, clothes is a object. Now, verb. Verb is action. So, here action is washes. So, washes is a verb. Now, let us revise our structure again, which is object plus helping verb plus verb's third form plus by plus subject. Now let us replace subject to object and object to subject. Now here we put our object clothes in the place of our subject, but here if you see that our subject is here a pronoun, and in our previous video, I told you that if our subject is pronoun, then the conversion will be like I as me, he as him, she as her, we as us, they as them. If our subject is pronoun, then we change it subjective form to objective form. So here our subject is he, and in possessive we change it as him. So here we put him. Okay. Now third step, convert main verb to verbs third form. Our main verb is washes, so we convert this to washed. Now fourth step, add preposition by. So here we put by before our subject him. Now fifth step, add helping verb. Before going to this, let us revise our helping verb. Verbs first form plus s or es in active sentence, while in passive is mr. Now here if you notice that our object, which is clothes, is plural. So that's why we are going to use here are. Now finally our sentence is ready. A sentence is, clothes are washed by him every day. Every day is adverbial, so you can put it here. So now we have cleared all our doubts related to changing active voice to passive voice in present simple. In next video, we will going to discuss about present continuous tense. That how to convert any active sentence into passive in present simple tense. Now, let's have an exercise. Rahul reads a book daily. Here, according to our first step, let us identify subject, verb and an object. Here, our subject is Rahul and our verb is reads and our object is a book. So, we have identified subject, verb and object. Now, according to our second step, let us replace subject to object and object to subject. Our object is a book and our subject is Rahul. So, third step, use past participle. Fourth step, put by before a subject. And fifth step, add helping verb according to its tense. In this video, we are discussing only about present simple. Okay. So, here our helping verb is same. Now, our passive sentence is a book is read by Rahul daily. So, this is a passive sentence. Now, let's go to second. Vyom and Harish play cricket in the ground. Here, our subject is Vyom and Harish because they both are performing the activity of playing on cricket, which is our object. So, our subject is Vyom and Harish and our verb is play and our object is cricket. So, the passive sentence of this is cricket is played by Vyom and Harish in the ground. Now, what we did here, we followed our 5 steps. First is identify subject, verb and object. Second, swap subject and object. Third, use past participle. Fourth, put by before subject. And fifth, add helping verb before our main verb. So, we put main verb according to our tense. So, the passive of second example is cricket is played by Vyom and Harish in the ground. Now, our next example is ox kicks me. Now, here our subject is ox, verb is kicks and our object is me. Now, pay attention here. As I told you that if our subject is a pronoun, then we change its subjective form to objective form while we are replacing its subject to object. Here it is opposite. Our object is a pronoun, so it is in its objective form. So here if we are putting it in the place of subject, then we need to convert it objective form to its subjective form. So subjective form of me is I. Okay, and others are same. So, passive is I am kicked by ox. So, you noticed here that if our subject or object is a pronoun, then while replacing its subject to object and object to subject, we need to convert its subjective form to objective form and objective form to subjective form also. So, for that you have to learn our pronoun table also. Now, let's go to next one. We feed the dogs in the morning. Here, we is our subject and verb is feed while the dogs is object. So, here let us replace subject in the place of object and object to subject. So, we put the dog, which is our object, in the place of our subject and change main verb to verb's third form and put by before our subject and put suitable helping verb before our main verb. Again, let me repeat, we use suitable helping verb. In this video, we are discussing only about present simple. So, you have to check its tense also while you are changing its helping verb. Now, the passive of this sentence, the dog are fed by us in the morning. Here also, if you notice, our subject is a pronoun. So we change its subjective form we to its objective form us. And the dogs is also plural. So we put here its plural form, which is are. Okay. So this is done. First exercise is done. Hopefully you understood it. Now students, this is your homework. Now let's check it. Students water the plants daily. Ronit cleans room every day. He records the movies. We enjoy online classes. So these 4 sentences you must convert active to passive. And if you have any doubt, you can ask me. Okay? While converting these sentences, make sure about 5 steps and its helping verb also, which is in active, verb's first form or s or es, and in passive, is plus verb's third form. Okay.